Trump administration officials have repeatedly blamed U.S. laws protecting asylum seekers for encouraging fraudulent or non-deserving claims. But immigrant advocates say the Trump administration's efforts to restrict asylum protections harms people legitimately seeking refuge from violence and persecution. The majority of people coming to the United States seeking asylum are coming with little more than the shirts on their back, she said. Another regulation Trump ordered his officials to prepare would ensure asylum claims are adjudicated in immigration court within 6 months. U.S. law already directs the Justice Department to finish asylum cases within 6 months, but with a backlog of more than 800,000 cases, asylum claims often take years to come to a conclusion. The provision to process cases in 180 days has been on the books for over 2 decades, said Ashley Tabadder, president of the Immigration Judges Union. The problem is that we have never been given adequate resources to adjudicate those claims in a timely fashion. Asylum cases are often complex and involve trauma, and judges should have discretion to provide more time depending on the case, Tabadder said. Trump also ordered officials to introduce regulations that would disqualify asylum seekers who entered the country illegally from obtaining work permits while their claims are pending. Currently, asylum seekers who enter both legally and illegally are allowed to work while their claims win through the courts. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officials encountered some 100,000 people at the border in March, the highest level in more than a decade, and one which officials say is pushing resources to the breaking point. Under U.S. law, asylum seekers that have a credible fear of return can seek review in immigration courts. The large majority of asylum seekers eventually lose their cases but can live in and work in the United States for the months or years it takes to process their claims. Monday's memorandum is just Trump's latest attempt to curb asylum protections. Other policy moves have been challenged in federal court.